I ate a load of spicy chicken before this. It's a bad idea. Fucking. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another week of Hero or Zero here on the Heroes for Hire podcast. My name is Sean Meehan, and joining me, as always, is Mr. Conor Lawler.
Are you going to include the bit where you said about the spicy chicken?
I mean, I always intend to cut out the intros, but sometimes I forget.
He does sometimes forget, but also, you're leaving that in, right?
I mean, yeah, it's a good laugh.
I suppose now when you fuck up later on in the episode, it's not you, it's the chicken.
It's the chicken's fault. I had 2 spicy chicken breasts, and minutes before the recording. One of my worst moves.
You did hot ones.
I did. I'm fucking sweating, man.
You were like, I have a recording in half an hour. Better make this quick, Sean.
Gotta get my protein in.
This is Hero Zero. This is the show where we choose one comic book character every single week. We talk their good points and their bad points, so we generally just give you a bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character. Now, I normally choose DC characters, and Sean, he normally chooses Marvel characters, but
True.
Sean has been slacking for the last few weeks, just due to like general family terrible tragedies.
Just a load of deaths.
Just a lot of deaths, right? And I feel like that's slacking. We were all saying, Jesus, he's a bit slowed down, isn't he?
That's true, and look, I appreciate the messages saying that.
He's
that
not
really
hitting his
help.
KPIs, we said, right?
What will the shareholders think?
So he's back this week because I think it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago we started. You were going through Secret Wars, but not the good Secret Wars.
No, Connor.
The 1980 Secret Wars, which is a big Marvel storyline.
It's a really important storyline. It's not very good.
A good setup to an episode.
But it's fun along the way.
Yeah, so this one is slightly different. This is one of our all-encompassing story episodes rather than a specific character. So, but there are specific characters, I'm assuming, within the report that we also have covered in reports over the last few years. So, if anyone comes up and you don't know who they are, just have a search through them. We've probably done them in a different episode. It was your first episode. You don't have to do anything. I'd probably start with part 1 if I was going to do that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Go mid a part 2 for Secret Wars.
Look at you little rebel. You do what you want.
Look at you little dick.
You think you're better than us, don't you?
We just turn on them. So if this is your first episode, you don't have to do anything. If it's your second or above, we'd really appreciate 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share, whatever way you could support the show. That would really help us out. We're currently going for 200 5-star reviews on Spotify before another death in Sean's family.
Well, yeah, look, it's coming like a freight train, so get rating people. I'll start killing people, alright?
Before the summer solstice, we can say that again, so why not? That is the hard cutoff, or else I'm going to start killing people.
This isn't an admission of guilt, but it's an admission of intent.
If somebody dies now, they're going, well, we do have him on audio.
He did publish an audio saying he was going to do it.
Also, we have a Patreon that you can support us over there, and over there, all the support means that this is completely ad-free because all those people are legends and they get extra bonus content and extra bonus episodes over there. And there will be a movie review coming out next week, and it's
Very
May,
special review.
which means it's my choice because it's my birthday month, and I haven't decided, but it's going to be, I'm assuming, a great one. Maybe the Batman or the Fall Guy again.
Oh, he's very liable to do the Fall Guy again, folks.
Every year.
It's like the Chair Report, you know. It's a
what
tradition.
about the Mighty Ducks 2? But that's the one I hate.
Jesus Christ, I'm going to be the member of my family that I kill. Actually,
do you remember that time I made you review Power Rangers Turbo?
Yeah, I do. What a horrendous piece of shit that was.
The villain's a pirate in a car movie.
You had to like reiterate that to me after the fact, and I was like, yeah, that is a weird choice.
It's like, we give them their gimmick as cars, but the villain is on the sea. Oh no.
They go to an island. They take a ferry.
How do they get to drive onto the ferry and wait? So, okay, enough of all that stuff, Sean. Please continue on part 2 for Secret Wars. Where did we leave this? Where are we going from now?
So we left it that a bunch of heroes and villains from the Marvel Universe were all teleported to a weird planet called Battleworld by a fella called the Beyonder.
Right.
Some scrapes happened. Doctor Doom was trying to has had the idea to steal the Beyonder's power. That's what he's working towards. But at the end of the last episode and the last issue, the heroes were jumped, basically, by the team of villains. And the fight was about to kick off.
Right.
So, immediately the comic cuts away from that.
They're doing the... what's Oscar Isaac's Marvel thing?
Moon Knight.
They're doing the Moon Knight.
Because it's a lot of characters to draw in a fight scene.
Seems too many.
All we know is that the villains are kind of winning the battle against the heroes at the minute. Elsewhere on Battleworld, Doctor Doom manages to find Galactus, who had attempted to attack the Beyonder earlier, only to be beat the shit out of and thrown down to the surface of
Because the
Battleworld.
Beyonder's basically Jesus or God.
And Jesus is God. You know, if you read this...
I'm trying to remember my school upbringing.
Yeah, because we had religion class in school. Let's not get that.
Did you see the poster for Passion of the Christ too? I was like, surely...
I did not see that. Surely that's an issue.
Surely Electric Boogaloo gotta come after that. This time it's personal.
So Doom attempts to get Galactus' attention, but the Devourer of Worlds merely rises from the ground and walks away, ignoring the villain as if he was nothing but an insect.
Right.
With his attempt to ally himself with Galactus a complete failure, Doom decides to follow through on his alternate plan. Returning to the massive fortress that the villains have claimed for themselves, Doom blasts through the security defences and gains access to the body of Ultron, which, if you remember in episode 1, Galactus sucked all the energy out of Ultron. So he's just a shell at the minute.
Okay.
And so he finds the body, and then it cuts back to the heroes fighting the villains. The heroes manage to regain the upper hand and send the villains away in retreat. So you come in right at the end of this battle.
You miss all the good bits.
Yes. However, they manage to capture the Enchantress, Kang, Thunderball, Piledriver, and Bulldozer as prisoners.
I forgot Piledriver and Bulldozer were getting named amongst Enchantress.
Oh, we're getting the whole wrecking crew in this one, buddy.
It's just like it's the hydrogen bomb versus the coughing babies. I think we mentioned the last day.
Yeah, like Enchantress and Kang, say no more. Like, of course they're on this.
Yeah, obviously
team.
they're in the team of like super villains that you have assembled, but then you have the wrecking crew.
Like Piledriver's also here.
Like, who the fuck is Piledriver?
I think did we cover him? I can't remember. Yeah, he's a wrecking crew.
I think we covered
villain.
Bulldozer.
Covered Bulldozer. I think I might have covered Thunderball as well.
They're all the same.
The heroes then go seeking shelter, and after a bit of reconnaissance by Storm, they find an abandoned fortress for themselves, where they can detain their prisoners in stasis. As they're exploring the facility, Colossus of the X-Men notices that Lockheed went missing in battle. Lockheed is a little dragon that is Kitty Pryde's pet.
Right.
Lockheed disappears in issue 1. I'm telling you now, we don't see him again till issue 12.
And does he come back as a big massive dragon?
Not telling you.
Okay.
But Colossus is worried that his girlfriend, Kitty Pryde, would be upset if they do not return home with the little dragon. Wolverine points out that they might never be returning home.
You know what? I enjoy that from Wolverine. It's like, it's not all bad, Colossus. We might not get home either. So it's fine.
We could die here right now.
Just grand.
Later, after the villains are contained, the heroes begin looking around and are surprised to find that the fortress meets their every need. So there's shit like training rooms, there's labs, there's everything. But it's completely abandoned for some reason.
That does seem strange, almost like it was set up for them to stay there.
Look, it's almost like it's a collectible playset that you
Hang
can buy.
on a minute.
Captain America calls a meeting together and begins formulating a plan to capture all of the villains.
He's like, who installed this PowerPoint presentation room?
He's got his little laser pointer.
It's all here.
He sends Thor, the Human Torch, and Iron Man out on patrol, while the rest of the group finds lodgings and food in the fortress. Elsewhere, on Battleworld, at yet another fortress, the mutant terrorist known as Magneto finds his own base of operations.
Mutant terrorist.
He is! It's what he is!
I mean, so in my head, the hero one is like covered in rainbows, and the bad guy, like his one is like obviously like dark, like in shadows.
Yeah. It's more of a looming castle kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's all kind of shiny chrome.
boring.
Yeah. Again, easy to draw.
Easy to draw, boring to look at.
So meanwhile, another meanwhile, the uncaptured villains return to their hideout to find Doom waiting there for them.
And is their hideout like... So now we've got 3 hideouts.
There's 3 hideouts.
Magneto
Is on his own, because he said, fuck all y'all. I'm doing this.
I'm on or Nazi survivor. Depends how you want to PR this.
Look, a man can be 2 things.
They're not like separate. But he has his own place. He's like, fuck all y'all. Heroes are in one place, and all the other villains are in the other.
Yeah, exactly. So the villains are surprised to find Doom alive, and they think him a coward for previously abandoning them instead of fighting the heroes with them. They're about to attack when they are suddenly blasted aside by Ultron, who has been reactivated and reprogrammed to be loyal to Dr. Doom. Now outgunned by one Ultron, the remaining villains have no choice but to follow Doom and allow him to be their leader.
Is Ultron, like, more powerful than all of them?
Ultron's busted in the comics.
He's like broken. Yeah, okay.
He's broken. Yeah. He's kind of nerfed in the Age of Ultron movie.
Does he have the thing where he does whatever the writer needs him to do?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Dr. Doom, this is strange, then begins getting real cozy and kind of sucking up a bit to the Molecule Man, Connor.
Hang on a minute.
We've talked about the Molecule Man in the other Secret Wars.
We have done Secret Wars, the good one, and now we're doing Secret Wars, the not good one.
The not good one, and it's also longer somehow. So, Owen Reese, the Molecule Man, all of the villains think he's kind of a loser in their mind because he's really self-conscious. He's just quiet. He's trying to reform and not be a villain and stuff like that.
Why can't you be cool like the Wrecking Crew?
You're no pile driver. But Dr. Doom is really respectful to him, and he's calling him shit, like saying like, Mr. Reese, is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? Yeah. I understand this must be a trying time. Because Doom realised he can rewrite molecules.
That does seem like a power that would be overpowered in terms of just general.
But Doom is the only one that sees it. So that's just, he's just kind of doing that in the background of all of these villain scenes. Dr. Octopus turns Doom's attention to Galactus. They pull the World Devourer up on a monitor screen, revealing him to be standing at the top of a peak, glowing with energy. Doom assures Dr. Octopus that plans are in motion so that they will triumph, and he orders Octavius to rest. Dr. Octopus complies, but he suspects that Doom will eventually betray them. The safest bet in all of comics, I would say.
Well, I would say that Doom won't betray you if you just agree with everything he says and just go along with it. Now, he might still throw you in front of like a gun at the end to save
you're
him.
not useful to him at that point.
Yes, you want to just stick around and be useful at all times.
So at that moment, Magneto secretly... Sorry if I'm blasting through this. There's a lot to cover.
In my head, by the way, Dr. Octopus is like, I know a lot about molecules as well.
I'm something of a doctor myself. Magneto secretly infiltrates the hero's base while his opponents are trying to relax. She-Hulk and the Wasp are discussing all the things they left behind on Earth. Cyclops and Mr. Fantastic lament about being separated from their wives.
What kind of a story, right? Where you get sent to some weird fucking world, right? Battle worlds. And you get stuck there. And then you just have an entire segment where they just chill out.
They're just chilling out. It's like...
Surely they're on edge.
They're doing nothing. They're relaxing.
Feet up.
They've been here about 4 hours at this point.
And they just had a massive battle.
Yeah, against all of their villains. And Wolverine is like, we might die here.
We might die here. And we know all the villains are here. So, like, we could die at any given time. Well, it is time for a bit of Netflix, though. To be fair, we do have the subscription here.
That's true. Survivor is on, you know? So the Thing worries that he might never see Alicia Masters again. Spider-Man and the Human Torch spend time chatting about whether they'll get home. Human Torch reassures Spider-Man that having been in space before, the Fantastic Four have always made it back to Earth.
Yeah, but his response should be, but every time you do, you're fucked up, Johnny.
Yeah, it wasn't a real successful trip.
You went and you were normal, and then you came back and you were on fire.
Suddenly, Spider-Man's spider sense goes off, warning him that there's danger in the direction of the power plant of their headquarters. While he web-slings off to confront the threat, the torch forms a 4 symbol made of fire in the air to summon the rest of the heroes. So something's going on in the base.
How can you be caught on the hop in that scenario?
And again, some stuff happens off screen because when the heroes arrive, Connor,
Yeah.
Spider-Man has been caught on the hop indeed.
Fucking hell.
And is trapped in a shell of metal debris.
By the way, in my head, I'm thinking of, do you know the Adrian Brody Predators movie? Mm-hmm. In my head, they're all transported to that planet, and then they all go into a little house and just are relaxed.
That's kind of what happens, yeah.
It's like, it's grand.
It's grand, sure, look, we've all we need
What's
here.
that noise outside? Is it dogs?
Don't worry about it. It's that mutant terrorist.
It's fine.
So the master of magnetism himself, Magneto.
Why didn't you say that earlier on?
It is, that's also so much better. He dumps machinery on the other heroes and escapes. The Wasp tries to chase after him. Magneto responds by wrapping her up in metal and taking her prisoner. Getting free, the Thing attempts to chase after Magneto, but suddenly changes back into human form, much to everyone's surprise. So
Okay.
it's the by-the-by thing. This is the first time this happened in comics. For a while, Ben Grimm was able to change from human to Thing form at will, but he had a psychological block that meant he couldn't do it. And Battleworld is where he thinks he can only do it on Battleworld.
But okay, what's the psychological block? It's just that he doesn't
Psychological block.
he doesn't believe in himself.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's just like, I'm a monster. I'm fucked. I'm stuck like this, and he never gets past that.
Right, great. So
Horrendous. Before they can go after Magneto, Captain America calls the rest of the heroes to the monitor room, where he and Hulk have pulled up an image of Galactus. Cap warns the others that they might have bigger concerns to deal with right now. So, like, Galactus is just up on a hill, standing there menacingly, doing something. We don't know what it is, and that's the end of issue 2.
right.
We're going to lead on to issue 3, because we got some time. Issue 3 opens with a big storm all over Battleworld.
Terrible thing to call her, but go on.
Here, if I could shake her hand right now, I would. That was a good
She's
joke.
been doing her Pilates. She's looking well, right? Leave her alone.
Magneto watches the weather from his hideout before releasing his prisoner, the Wasp. The Wasp threatens to bring the hideout down around them. Magneto suggests that would be a bad idea because there's a big storm raging outside.
You know what? If anything, he's more logical here.
Yeah, and suggests that they call it a truce for the time being. Magneto then tries to charm the Wasp, as well as try to convince her that he is not the monster she thinks he is.
I can see where this is going.
Hell yeah, brother. At the hero's base, Ben Grimm, in human form, and the Human Torch watch as the storm looses some massive rocks that come crashing down towards them before they are destroyed by Thor. So the storm is it's just, everyone's stuck in their base at the minute.
Can Storm not get rid of the storm?
Who the fuck asked you? Alright.
I like the idea that there's a big, massive weather event, and they're like, "Fuck! If only one of us could control weather."
Do you not remember when she was relaxing earlier?
She's asleep.
She's snoozing through it.
Like, surely when the rocks start falling, like, does anybody have any powers related to maybe clouds? Or, I don't know what's in them, or just general. And they're like,
It'd be like if like the villains team was like, fuck, we need to knock down this wall, but who
our villain is
would
made
possibly
of metal,
be
and we only have Magneto.
So in the communications room, the Hulk, Captain America, and Mr. Fantastic are overseeing things after the damage done to their temporary headquarters from the storm, and also the damage that Magneto caused after his attack. They're also still keeping tabs on Galactus, who's still standing up on that mountain. Reid expresses concern for his wife, who is pregnant and is about to give birth very soon. rare moment of Reid Richards being a decent husband and
He's
father.
the first time he's ever thought of anybody else.
Well, yeah. The Hulk pipes in about what he will do to the enemy villains, and he also has a girl he wants to get back to. That's Betty. Betty Ross. But yeah, also Hulk can talk in this. I don't know if that was made clear.
I assumed.
Yeah, there we go.
Unless he said Hulk smash, but he meant it in a different way.
It's a universal statement. Hulk smash. Hulk smash.
Betty Hulk smash. Has to get home.
With the repairs finished, Reid excuses himself from the others so that he can have some time alone. Hulk smash.
Reid smash.
Reid smash. Reid's departure is observed by Spider-Man, who remarks on how depressed Reid looks. Good, says I.
To be fair, if there's anyone that knows depression, it's Peter Parker.
Honest to God. Web swinging through the facility, Spider-Man feels as though it was specially designed for him to do so.
Obviously, you fucking idiots. Like, I mean, how are they so dumb?
Comic characters in the 80s were written incredibly powerful and capable, but thick as shit.
And then they do like the big realization in the last issue.
My God!
Oh,
yeah.
I should have thought about that 9 issues ago.
So he briefly wonders if the design of this place was intentional before ultimately dismissing the idea.
That's silly.
Yeah, he happens to come upon the X-Men, who are holding a private council with Professor X. They discuss the distrust that they are receiving from the other heroes. And Xavier decides that his team is going to leave to join up with Magneto.
Mutant terrorist Magneto.
But he's apparently a good guy at the back of it all.
I wouldn't trust the X-Men either if there was a big storm outside and they all were sitting there fucking watching TV.
So, do you want to help? Nah.
Does anybody here have powers?
Sorry, lads, doing a quick ring around here. Anyone able to stop storms?
I need to slice this thing in 3 vertical lines very quickly. Does anybody know anybody that has a metal cutting object of some kind?
So, Professor X detects Spider-Man's presence and tells his X-Men to stop him before he can warn the others. Spider-Man fights back and easily beats up the X-Men and flees the scene.
Surely Professor X just, does his brain thing.
Spider-Man tries to warn Reid about what's going on, but Xavier uses his telepathic abilities to make Spider-Man forget what he heard.
Why would you make them all jump on top of him first?
Yeah, his intention there was kick the shit out of Spider-Man for a bit.
Cyclops and Jean Grey just dogpiling onto fucking Peter Parker, and you have the power to rewrite his brain.
You could just tell him to stop,
we
and
could
he
beat
would.
out the information out of him, but sure, how's that going to help?
Bring me his head! So Cyclops smooths things over with Mr. Fantastic, making it seem as though Spider-Man is probably just cracking up under the pressure of being kidnapped by the Beyonder. The two heroes share a moment where they once again express their distress of being taken away from their wives.
Yeah.
Before Xavier telepathically calls Cyclops back to the group. Commandeering a shuttle, they set course for Magneto's citadel.
I don't want to ruin the romance, but if they do it again, it does start becoming like, maybe they're putting it on.
Man, wives, huh?
Because I think like twice you're like, that's fair enough. But if it's like 5 times, every time you're like, man, I miss my wife.
Yeah. So you're talking, you're trying too hard, you're lying too loudly.
You're like, what are you hiding?
Yeah, of course you miss.
That goes without saying, you idiot.
This is fucked up that we're here.
Spider-Man's swinging so freely though.
No, he's cracking under the pressure.
His brain is fucking melted. Professor X has done his brain like a fried egg.
Yeah. He's taken the limitless pill, but it's like he's not ready for it. At that moment, Magneto is in a teleconference with Dr. Doom and refuses his offer to team up. Doom warns that he will live to regret that decision, and Magneto terminates the call and sees to his guest, the Wasp, who appears to be warming up to Magneto in spite of herself, and the two suddenly get into the throes of passion, Connor. They start a smooching.
I knew this was coming, and even then I was like, surely there's a few more issues before he wins her over.
Issue 3.
She was kidnapped yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, but it's also Silver Fox buff Magneto.
Oh yeah, obviously. I'm not doubting the man's sex appeal. I'm just simply stating that if she was kidnapped under duress, then it might take more than 18 hours.
It's the quickest Stockholm syndrome you've ever seen.
I'm starting to think you're right for kidnapping me.
So at what he's now calling Doom Base, which is the best name ever.
Yeah.
Dr. Doom has 2 test subjects, Skeeter McFerrin and Marcia Rosenberg. Utilising the devices within the lab, Doom endows them with superhuman powers. So Rosenberg became Volcana, who has the power to channel volcanic plasma, and Skeeter, now calling herself Titania, has been given enhanced strength.
Right.
So we did a report on Titania for sure, back in the day. Doom then brings his newly empowered minions to meet the other villains gathered there. There is just other people on Battleworld, by the way. That's where he got these 2 from.
Just regular people.
Just regular people. There's villages and shit.
But then that means that the heroes were even crazier for not doing anything, because all of those people are regular people and they're clearly in danger.
Yeah. Storm is sleeping, man. You can't tell. You think you can just tell whoever you want to do whatever you want?
You can't just sit down having a wine taste and there's regular people.
I miss my wife.
There's a lad outside on fire.
And you have Waterman beside you.
Magneto has some other lad in a fucking headlock and you're just he's 10 yards away. I can't stop him. He's too far away.
So they meet the rest of the villains, and Titania wants to prove that she's no longer the scrawny woman she used to be.
Yeah.
By trying to pick a fight with the Absorbing Man. Having nothing to prove, Absorbing Man brushes off her insults, and Titania storms off in a fury when the Wrecker begins making lewd offers to her.
Okay.
Classic Wrecker behaviour.
That's a classic. Why are they here, we ask?
Volcana, meanwhile, seems to find a bond with the soft-spoken and uncertain Molecule Man, who opens up to her about what his therapist might think about him using his powers to help Dr. Doom. So he's going to therapy to try and stop being a villain.
Yeah.
And Dr. Doom is just like, hey, buddy!
I believe in you. I think that's all good, man. But really quickly, could you recharge some molecules around here? Just rewrite them.
Do you think you can make every rock in this building a bomb?
Could you make me Jesus?
Can you take all of the power and give it to me? Meanwhile, Thor has returned inside the hero's base and has come down to the prisoner hold. Passing the stasis units containing the members of the Wrecking Crew and Kang, he stops at the chamber containing the Enchantress, who was injured in the battle. He frees her to discuss things that are not meant for mortal ears. She agrees and opens a portal to take them elsewhere to discuss matters. So we've never covered the Enchantress because she's kind of a lot. But she is Asgardian magic witch.
She's Asgardian?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So her and Thor have a thing. So Thor is just wanting to talk to the other Asgardian about what we don't know. This is how comics used to be.
Is it about that time in Suicide Squad she did the cool hand thing?
That's it. Look, the good scene, bad movie. That's all I'm saying.
It's the best scene in the movie.
It's the best scene in the movie. And, apart from when Slipknot gets his whole shit blown
off.
off.
Sorry. I insulted Slipknot.
Soon it is dawn. And the heroes realise that they have overslept, leaving them open for attack.
These lads are just on a holiday.
They're by the pool and shit.
They're the worst heroes I've ever heard of.
And it's this is an A-list team.
And there's regular people out there dying in this mad battle world place.
But they were snoozing, Connor. All of them snoozing.
All of them. Lying until 11.
No sooner is this realised than the forces of Dr. Doom launch their attack.
Yeah.
With the added numbers of Titania and Volcana, the villains manage not only to gain the element of surprise, but the upper hand as well. Caught off guard, the heroes are forced to retreat, allowing Doom and his minions to rescue their captive allies.
I have to be honest with you, I'm actually up for the villains so far.
They're actually doing stuff.
They're the only ones who are proactive.
Yeah, they're like, hey, here are the steps that we need to take.
Even if Doom's proactive activities is villainy, at least he's I have a goal. The heroes are we'll just fucking see. We'll wait and see.
The heroes are chilling out, lost the X-Men and slept in. That's what they've done.
And Spider-Man's walking into a wall repeatedly like a broken NPC.
And the Wasp is off having sex with Magneto. Like,
they deserve to lose.
they haven't earned it. But that's where issue 3 ends, is on the heroes just absolutely shitting the bed.
And are we meant to be like, oh no?
Oh no, what will our heroes do?
So within 24 hours to 40 hours of arriving on this mad, crazy space planet, they have decided to just have a few lions and they're not that stressed.
Yeah, they're pretty cool about the whole thing, to be honest with you. But it's you have to remember, this was announced to be 12 issues. I think you probably could have got most of this done in 6, but they were trying to pad it a bit.
How could we stretch this out? What if the heroes had some brain damage early on?
Ooh, what if we made everyone who's real smart real dumb?
Like, what if they literally stopped thinking logically?
I'm thinking they all go to sleep, you know?
Have we seen Cabin in the Woods? What if we put some gas in the house and they start acting erratically?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Thank you, Jim Shooter, for writing that.
Yes.
Awful man, Jim Shooter, by the way. Just so everyone remembers.
Just to be clear, awful man.
Awful man. Don't worry, he's
Mutant
dead now.
terrorist, Jim Shooter. So I think, Sean, that's a great end to this next report. I'm looking forward to the next segment in 4 months. It's going to be good.
Fingers crossed, no one dies.
We'll see. So if you like what you heard here, you can obviously go back and listen to part 1. We've done hundreds of reports on all different characters, covered all DC and Marvel. So if there's one is particular that you want us to do, comment on Spotify or whatever podcast platform you're listening to this on, so we can see it, and then we can add it to the list. There's been some good ones put in, so I have to get to them as well. But most importantly, you can just tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Sean Mean.
And I shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.